Come on, Ivan. It's time to go. I hardly recognize myself. Could be worse. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to compare. The reality of what I must do is sinking in. We're getting close. Ivan stares out into the distance. Now's not the time for second thoughts. It was always such a long way off. There was more time. Time for what, exactly? Time with Juno. Ivan sighs heavily. Juno revealed it already, but there's something you may not have fully grasped, something she forbade me to tell you. She worried it might change things. No more secrets, or I trust that she was right. I'm worried because I'm thinking that maybe there is a child involved. No more secrets. The only way the Black Sun will turn sky is Juno to seal the darkness within. Yes, we know this. She has to say they're trapped for eternity. A fate worse than death, and it was my fault. And all she's done since is fight tooth and nail to make things right. All she's ever done. You can see anger spreading across Ivan's face. He almost looks as if he's drawing energy from the sun shard. What if there's another way? Even with the sun broken, there must be energy enough here to destroy the serpent. It might be enough. And it might not. Why shouldn't I try? Why should I be listening to any of you? Ivan, think of your friends in Arborang. Ivan's mouth becomes a thin line and some of the fire in his eyes go out. I know. I apologize. My thoughts have always been difficult controlled ever since birth. My mother was the head of the Valka in her time. When she had a boy, the council was worried. The males of our kind have always had a touch of madness, to varying degrees. My father couldn't contain his own. I suppose that kind of power would be hard for anyone. It is a curse. I'm only alive at all thanks to Juno, and she has kept this power within me from spilling out. When she spoke to me in a dream at Einatoft, I wasn't even sure it was real. I'd gone so long without her help. I was starting to lose control again. Everything she's done was to heal me, and for that she suffers? Can you imagine feeling so powerful and so weak at the same time? I can imagine. Ivan nods, and you feel that you've earned more of his trust. Oh, okay. Okay, worries averted. I thought they were going to go down the route of, oh, do you force an innocent child to be trapped in the Black Sun as well? Kind of thing. But it's just, no, she's going to be trapped there for eternity. Which she's already discussed and kind of said she's okay with. Roughly. I'm just going to say it. Spar grouses. I'm starving, and I don't mean it as an expression. I'm so hungry I might die. The caravan is getting precariously low on food, and nobody dares to drink the water that pools in dark crevices. You're feeling it yourself. The Sown Singer seems to understand, though you've never seen them eat anything before. Scraping a hard, bell-shaped object from the cliff walls and handing it to you with a motion like opening a book. Huh. I thought that was just more craggy rock, says Spar, taking the thing. It was a hard obsidian shell, but once cracked open, a strikingly bright pink plant resides within, squishy to the touch. It looks like a mushroom. It doesn't smell strange or display the same warped weirdness that everything else does, that's good. Seems to be quite a few more still clinging on the cliffside. So who's going to try it first? I think Ivor's already injured, so I will take a chance. It tastes like a mushroom, but slightly sweet. A couple of minutes later, you're actually feeling stronger, a bit more energized. The others cautiously gather handfuls and eat as much as they dare. You swear the caravan moves a little faster than before. Yay! Thank you, Dredge. I thought, yeah, as the kind of as the de facto leader, Ivor should probably be the one to take it. Also, he's injured, so it's not going to affect him if he can't fight in the next battle. Keep a friend company, Alfred beckons during a short rest, patting a lonely rock at the caravan's edge. Innocent enough, but you see ulterior motives on her face, brighter than the white tower in the distance. Boo! You have something on your mind. You, Ivor, it's funny, I should hate you. Many sculptors are my friends, and you are who they tell their children to fear. But I don't hate you. The more about you I know, the more I like you. Is this really what you wanted to talk about? Straight to the point. Ivan and Juno, they trust you, don't they? But I wonder if they have earned your trust. I don't trust any of you. I think they have. Trustworthy and loyal. Do you have any faults, Val? Now, Juno, she may be weaving little truths, but step back. Look at the whole tapestry. They wield terrible power. Perhaps you've noticed. It's exactly why they made the Order of Menders. Ah, look over here. We're only healing the sick, building houses. Pay no mind to the madmen on ivory towers turning the world inside out. I've considered it. Come closer. Ivan create an immortal. Can you comprehend? Juno cannot die. That wasn't their goal, was it? What is immortality without power? Misery. No, I think they're trying to make a god, to make themselves gods. Don't tell me you believe they come so far just to undo it all. I do. Then wake up. There's no more room for ignorance in this tiny bubble. Say nothing now. I'm not asking you for promises. But a time will come, and soon, I think, when you'll see the truth unfolding before your eyes. When that time comes, look to me. Trust your instincts. Juno and Ivan are not the only ones who know how to twist the threads. I will make certain what they claim to be doing is what is done. I've got to live here too, you know. Okay, so it's setting up the possibility that they're lying. I don't think they are. But maybe that's just because I'm too nice and trusting. Okay, we're going to find out if we go back to Arborang. In a moment. A distant rumble approaches and all the things it could be race through your mind. Someone shouts, "Earthquake!" as the ground bucks beneath your feet. Violent shaking peels rock sheets off the nearby cliffs. They crash around you in great billowing clouds of dust. "Is everyone all right?" you shout in the aftermath. "Knew I recognized you from somewhere," Valgard shouts. He's swinging at Oli with clenched fists. "He tried to push me into the falling rocks." As the confusion and the dust clear, frustrated Raven are letting off steam with chants of "Fight!" "What is this about?" "Oli murdered a warlord in Strand back when I was guard captain. Never got a chance to thank him for all the good friends who were killed as a result." "Liar! I've never even been to Strand." "You're both lying," Juno interrupts in dark mood. "Oli travelled to Strand where he did ignite the war, but no one was pushed toward falling rocks. And if you both wish to keep your history in the past..." Ooh. Both men pale from Juno's icy words, realizing they can keep no secrets. "That earthquake was no coincidence," Ivan says, changing the subject. "Same as when the serpent carved chasms through the earth above. Be on your guard." I wonder if the serpent is deliberately after Juno because Juno's got the wibbly powers. Well, the dark powers. Game over or Arborang? Back to Arborang. Oh my goodness, you can see the darkness closing in. That's quite terrifying. Ah! I don't like this. Like, this is really, like, I don't mind dark things, but I kind of prefer, like, the kind of, you know, I don't know. This feels like the game is being dark to be dark, not because this is a consequence of your decisions. Right. If Arborang's story is written on a tapestry, the edges are becoming frayed. The menders are dying, a few to warped, a couple to stray arrows and mad revolters, which is just dumb. One to exhaustion. Zephyr pulled them back to the next set of walls, the noose tightens. Not everybody survived the scramble to safer ground, and you can see the lurching bodies of the fallen just beyond the black veil. Gone, but not dead. Okay, we've got a few sections though, so that's quite good. I think there's going to be a battle at the wall again. So let's... Commons. A livid crowd of Horseborn confront each other. You recognize Canary and Deirdre amongst them. At their hooves lay victims of the spat. Canary is waving a javelin threateningly. You can't be certain what has sparked them this time or who's to blame. I think try and find out what happened. Conflicting stories remind everyone why they're upset. Canary shouts loudly at Deirdre in her own tongue, who responds with a dagger. Canary is the better fighter, turns the blade back on Deirdre. The crowd panics, Hawkspawn trample anyone in their way as they beat a path. Amongst the bodies left in their wake is Deirdre, poisoned by her own blade. You never find out what happened. Be diplomatic half the time. The other half of the time, don't be diplomatic, because it doesn't work. That's the kind of thing. Now, there's some choices are shown to be better early on, and then there's no... Yeah. I'm finding it annoying. The choices seem to not work the same way anymore. Black soot billows up from ramshackle shelters and is spreading to bigger buildings at an alarming rate. Fire! Distant shouts confirm. I mean, couldn't I have stepped in after that? Like, they're arguing backwards and forwards about what actually happened. Like, why can't I step in at that point? Right. Fire! Distant shouts confirm. Serves him right, you overhear Aval saying, watching from a safe distance. You realise he's talking about Ruger's loyalists who scrambled to save their own things from a fire they probably started. No, we'll help put it out. A few brave hearts join you, creating a chain of water. It's water you doubt you can afford to lose, and worse units seem to be making much progress. Yeah, we gotta stop the city from burning down. The Val hate fire, that much is clear. They mostly ignore your pleas. Eventually, smouldering embers are all that's left, but not before people burned beneath, buildings crumbled. You spend the late hours of the day looking for bodies. Families grieve over kin pulled from the wreckage. The Val are gathered around one of their own, a smouldering corpse. You recognise his face. It's Gris, one of Hakon's warriors. He did this on your orders, one of the Val spit. Came a long way to die like this. Well, to the wall. Come quick, says a guard. He leads you up the wall to the Menders, worse for wear. The warp pouring out of the darkness is still mostly dredge, but now you recognise more and more of them as Arborang's clansmen turned into nightmare creatures. Where is... You begin, noticing a pile of dead guards and a panicked Mender holding his light against the approaching warped. Here, shouts Ludin. On the other side of the Mender, he approaches with armed men. Haven't lost any Menders yet. We've been fighting them off all the way down the walls, but they're coming a lot faster now. He stabs through a lunging warped. And here's more, he shouts. There we go. We fight. Right. I think we should have Ludin. I think that makes more sense. Roek, I don't think is very... Oh, Zephyr. I didn't realise we had you. I've not been paying attention. Mend. Magically infuse zone within which concentrated areas of power form. Burst of power. I don't really want your abilities. I'll put Gudmundra back in. Ubin has Tempest. Sending next to an ally, Ubin's confidence improves strength damage dealt by both himself and the ally by 1. Actually, I might use him. What were you like, Oddleaf? Yeah, I've not really used your abilities, so I'm going to actually switch you out and then switch you for Ubin. Like that. Oh, heroic time. Yeah, he's already gone. What are you talking about, game? Right, let's promote then. Living Legend, that got me to 15. That's good. Keep you alive. Ubin, we can't level, but he's got 3 skills. We'll max that one up. Oh, no. What's the other one? Yeah, we'll give him the crit chance, actually. Gudmundra. We can promote, so we will. Oh, you got Titan Straps. We'll level that up. And we'll give him another willpower. We'll promote again. We might not, actually. Promote Alette. Yeah, we'll go with the Puncture. Promote again. And then I'll go with Defy. Keep her alive a little bit. Yrsa. And... and archery strike. There we go. And I don't want to level up Gudmundra, because then it'll be like, oh, you can give him a thingy. And I'll be like, I don't want to give him a thingy. Because I want to do the full points. Right, let's try this combination, and we'll die horribly. Okay, we're right up next to them. They look like Val now. They've got Val. Bastion, right, go for the guy right in front of me. Crash the armor. Yeah, these aren't dredge, these are Val. Again, crush the armor. Okay, well... yeah, I can take him out, but I think I want to go with some of these other guys. Again, shatter that armor. He's ranged, oh, that's interesting. And again, poke. I can kill him. So we will. Oh wow, that was a little excessive. I mean, I'm not going to do the second fight, the second round if I can avoid it. Because I don't want to do those, because I don't seem to be gaining much from that, really. Step forward. I'm not entirely sure why that happens, but it does. Why I lose 2 sets of... oh, it's because I've gone on 2 squares. Okay. That, I understand. He's dead. There we go, Scrivener. Yay, Scrivener. What's his ability, actually? No, what's your ability? Flail. Actually, yeah, let's do that, because that'll do slightly more. Gudmundr is taking a bit of a battering, but I think we'll be okay. I should have pulled him back, but that was a bit of a waste on a Tempest. No, I can't kill. I can kill. Yeah. I don't know what that just did. 12. I'm going to do 13 just to make sure. There we go. Again, get rid of armor.